All right, guys, I'm going to make a multi-location video, a little tutorial for you guys so you can see the pros and cons of doing multiple locations. And this should answer the question of, hey, I want to rank in multiple cities. What do I do? It's a common question. It's my fault for not making this video sooner and having to answer it 7 bazillion times over the last year. So watch this video. I'm going to walk you through the step-by-steps of it. See ya. All right, the long-awaited video, only long awaited because I didn't make it for so long, but the video of how you would take like a singular site and how you're going to do it for multiple locations, right? So that question comes up all the time. So this is the site right here. This is an old site of mine. I gave it over to a job killer that joined, so it looks like he changed out some of the stuff. That's fine. So real basic site, Weebly site, obviously. There's my wife. So, let's just say, this site is, the domain is Carpet Cleaning Oregon. So not a bad domain for a multiple location. So we could like look at Oregon as a map real quick. Okay. So map cities. Let's see if we get a better map there. There we go. All right, so here's a map of Oregon. So let's just say we wanted to do one in Eugene. We want to do one in Cresswell. We want to rank in, Eugene, Springfield, Cresswell, and let's just say Junction City. So how would I go about that? Now, this question comes up probably once a week, easily on the calls. So this will be kind of our go-to guide. So you have two options, right? Option number one is you can start a lead gen site, a soup to nuts lead gen site just like this in each one of those cities, right? And you get like real specific. So this one would be, for this site, this would be all about Eugene, right? So now if we were going to make this site like the money site, and we're going to have we want to hit all those locations, but we want to own it under one domain, there is some pros and there is some cons. The pros are obviously you only have to own one domain. The cons is you're only going to actually have one page, which is going to be bringing in the traffic. So let me show you what I mean by that. So we'll go over to Weebly. Let's just say I wanted to add a page. Let's go back here. Let's say I want to add a page because I want to rank in Springfield. Okay. So what would I do? I'd make this page Springfield, right? All right. Let's get rid of this. We'll do this guy here. Okay, so then this probably would need to get flipped out, right? So I'd do Springfield, and then I'd go to build. Okay. Bring the title, bring the text. Of course, you could copy that home page if you wanted to, and then just flip out all the information. Actually, I might do that. That's going to be quicker. Let's do that. So we'll go back to pages. I'm going to take the home page. I'm going to get rid of it. We're going to take the home page and we're going to copy it. There it is. And I'm going to rename it. And it's going to be renamed Springfield now. Right? And then I'll go ahead and I'll copy that page again. And then, one second. So we'll do that. Copy. Okay, there's the second one, and then this would be, let's say, Cottage Grove, right? I'm gonna stop there. I think hopefully you got the point at this point, right? So a couple things. You might want to hide these in the navigation unless you have like a locations tab. That's up to you. It's not. Remember, guys, if it's not in the navigation, doesn't mean the search engines aren't going to find it. It just means it's not navigatable from your homepage, right? So I'm going to hide these because I don't really want them in the tabs, right? So I'm going to hide, and then I'm going to hide this one. Okay, great. Now, if I want to go and edit those pages, obviously I would do so. And so then on this page, right? So this page is now carpetcleaning.org. And so then this would be all about Springfield carpet cleaning, right? I don't know what I just did. I'm going to blow this whole thing out though. I don't want any of that stuff, but I do like this. This is nice to have, right? And then obviously I could change this so I knew where the I knew this was coming from just this page. But so I would just go to build, and then I'd write real authoritative content about Springfield, Oregon, and carpet cleaning and the whole deal, right? So get that over the top. Springfield, Oregon. You know, whatever. I'm just riffing off the top of my head. And then obviously I'm going to do a really long authoritative post about this. And, you know, you might do, you know, are you a Springfield resident? Great. We love serving Springfield, Oregon. You know, one second here. My Facebook notifications are coming up. You know, I might put some authoritative stuff. Did you know that Springfield was founded in, you know, 1886, whatever. I would look it up, and is, you know, I'd get some fun facts from it. Is, you know, most, one of the most, whatever. I'm not gonna write the content in front of you. Okay, what the bottom line is, I would fill this thing out in depth. Okay, once that's done, and that page is on my site, now I have, right? Let's go over to it. Carpetcleaning.org, right? /Springfield. So I have a page that's in works. Oh, did I spell it wrong? Carpetcleaning.org. Let me just double check. Pages. Back. Let's make sure I didn't do it under anything goofy. Okay, yeah, we should be good. Publish. I think I must have spelled it wrong. Go figure. Yeah, I'm an idiot. We all knew that though, so that's all good. Springfield. Oh my gosh. Amazingness. All right, there we go. So now we have this page, right, on Springfield. That's a page in process, right? I'd put pictures of Springfield, make it all about Springfield. Okay, so now I have this like URL. So what am I going to do next? Next, I'm going to go on Google. Oh, I'm already there. UPS store, Springfield, Oregon. Boom. Okay, there's a couple. I'm going to pick the one that I want. It's this one right here. This is the one I'm going to use. I'm going to go and get my own, store, or excuse me, my own address, and I'm going to put up a new, the name of my business is the same. So in this case, whatever the name of your business is. So if it's, you know, All Clean or Carpet Cleaning Oregon, whatever the name of your business is going to stay the same, right? But when you go through the actual Google local process, you're going to set up a new Gmail account. Okay, so you got to get a new UPS store, a new Gmail account, and this is what I would suggest you do. You could probably do it all under one, but I would be careful. So new UPS store, new Gmail account, and you're going to need a new tracking phone number, okay? Because the name, address, phone number for this, which I'm going to take out of the footer if I do a multiple locations. I don't want it in the footer, just put it on the main page. So I would do this, take this, and then I would go back down to, I'll come over here, and if you want to, it's not a big deal. Everyone makes this out to be a bigger deal than, because I trained it. It's just, I might as well put it on the main the page that I'm talking about. So my Springfield location, I would have my Springfield address. I wouldn't want this in the footer, so I'm going to blow this out. Delete it. Delete it. Okay, everyone gets hung up on that part for some reason. I don't know why. Not a big deal. You don't even have to have your address on your site. It's just a free little citation. So it would be Eugene Carpet Cleaning, and then here is going to be, this is the Springfield page. Remember that. So this Springfield page. So this is going to end up being my address, right? I go and get that Springfield, Oregon address. Boom. There, we'll just take the whole thing. Great. remember, just the exact way you did it the first time around. Probably don't name your thing Eugene Carpet Cleaning and then do all these other locations. Maybe be a little bit more generic, right? So this would look like this, Springfield, Oregon. And then, of course, I'm going to need a new phone number here. So I'll get my new phone number, okay, that I got through CallSling. I would put that there, right? So then that would be on my Springfield page. So, of course, then I got to go set up just think of this one page on your site as a page that is literally like a lead gen site in and of itself. Again, the pros, man, I didn't have to go buy a new domain. That's the only real pro. I didn't have to write all these different pages, but it's also a con, because the con about it is you don't have all these things that are right around just Eugene, right? Because this site was made all about Eugene. It's a lead gen site just for Eugene. So you're not going to have all those individual pages about these longer tail keywords, right? So like if we did carpet, haven't done this in a long time, stain removal, let's just see. Yeah, so look, right now I have, see these internal pages are indexed and ranked. So if I only do one page on Springfield about that, I'm not going to have all these individual pages about Springfield and whatnot. It's not going to work like that. So that's why I like ultimately, putting up individual lead gen sites. But if you want to kind of, I don't know, we call it poking a little bit, poke into these other markets, you can do it this way. The main thing I'd probably recommend is on the home page, if you're going to do like a big lead gen site and you're going to hit different cities, is do it kind of like this. Okay. Here's what we did for Chris Dental, which is one of our dental clients. It had multiple locations with one website, right? So what did we do? We wrote all this content, and then we did what? We got Eugene, Roseburg, Salem, and we kind of put little blurbs about each one of them, right? And then we got really authoritative on the rest of it, right? But we knew that they had all these different locations. Again, you don't have to do all this junk. This is how they had it set up, okay? Because they got all their locations. You could put that in the footer, I suppose. It's not going to hurt anything. It probably help. It probably won't really matter. But the bottom line is we kind of like the homepage is about all their locations and about their dentistry, right? So if you're going to do a big lead gen site, don't do your homepage about the core city like Eugene, and then do all these splinter ones off of Springfield, blah blah blah. Make it like kind of like it's a bigger site, and talk about those other locations maybe on the homepage. Again, this isn't, this doesn't have the quote form and stuff like that. Again, remember, we took over just the SEO, and they wanted some aesthetics the way they wanted some aesthetics. This was hard enough getting them to do this, but guess what? Now they're ranked really, really well. So back to that page. Remember, you're going to add it. All you're going to do, you're going to add a page for the different city, Springfield, Cottage Grove, so on and so forth. Okay, you're going to write super authoritative content. Then what are you going to do? You're going to get a new address at a store in that new location, that new city you want to rank for, and a new phone number, okay? So that's how you do it. Pros, you don't have to buy a new domain. Cons, you can't get as deep into all these different things and hit all these long tail things like we did, right? For each one of the cities. That's why having an entire site dedicated to one city tends to work better and probably get you more traffic, but this will absolutely work too. We see it, Chris Dental's done it, and they get tons and tons of business. We have all their little pages, right? I think this is their page. Let's see. Yeah. They got all their pages, about it. But, if they had a whole site all about Roseburg dentistry, would that do better? It sure would. But this shows up. This ranks. So anyway, that kind of gives you an idea of how to do the multiple locations. Like I said, I would probably mix it up between multiple Gmails, but I know Chris Dental, it's all under one Gmail for their Google+. So you could, in theory, do that. It's just probably a little bit more risky if you ever did get a manual review and they looked into you more. But that's how you do multiple locations, and that's how you rank in those local markets. Pros, obviously I'm going to beat a dead horse here. Pros, you don't have to get a new domain. Cons, you're not going to get as in depth on all the different topics and subjects that you do, like on a singular city domain like we initially teach. That's it.